Jody, Harrogate awaits on Saturday. What sort of game are you expecting?
Well, a difficult one. One that I think we need to attack. The fact that we're at home, the fact we're off the back of a win, we need to approach it right in as far as preparation is concerned. But hopefully we'll get into the game a little bit quicker than we did the last time we played at home at Doncaster, because we had to kind of wait for the beginning of the second half for us to be where we kind of want to be, and hopefully we can get that going earlier in this game.
Looking at their current form, I think it's one win in 10, I think, at the moment. A side potentially short on confidence. Is this a real big opportunity for us to make it 2 wins in 2 and keep that good momentum going?
Yeah, well, I think that we'd be obviously looking to do that regardless of who we're playing. Yes, when someone's sometimes not on the best of runs, it can look like on paper that that's maybe an easier fixture, but I think we're all a bit too long in the tooth to predict that that's exactly what's going to be happening on the Saturday. We need to earn that right, and we need to try and build on the things, the few good things that we have done in previous games. And yeah, listen, we're at home, and I think whatever team comes here, we need to be hoping for and looking for a win, and obviously Saturday's no different.
You mentioned it wasn't the most complete performance on Saturday, but a really valuable win. How much of a lift has that given the side this week?
Yeah, well, it's always better when you're coming off the back of a win, and especially when you've had a run of results that wasn't great, and also a run of luck that kind of wasn't on our side. So it was good for us to maybe be on the right side of that away at Salford, and to get that win in those circumstances can sometimes be a good platform to push on from, and hopefully that's what we'll get.
Obviously, having got that win on the Saturday, has there been a new air of optimism in training with the players, or if it's just been a case of carrying on as normal?
Yeah, nothing's different, to be fair. Obviously, I wanted to congratulate the players after for digging deep and getting over the line, but at the same time, you've got to make sure that what we do in training and how we're prepping for each and every game, or day in, day out at the training ground, doesn't drop or get any higher for any sort of level of competition that we'll be facing at the weekend. So nothing's really changed as far as training is concerned. We've got a good couple of days in of real hard graft on the Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe came off them a little bit today. We'll do the same tomorrow because they need to be ready to go on Saturday.
Lots of positives. However, potentially Fraser and obviously Swindon not involved at the weekend. How much of a blow is that?
Huge, massive. Obviously, Fraser is always disappointed in when you're losing players to injuries, and the fact that it looks like it could be a sort of 5-6 weeker for Fraser is a huge blow for us defensively, but also the vice captain of the group, and obviously the leadership side of it comes into it. And again with Sads, I think you know how I feel about Sads. I think he's one of our most important players, and we only just got him back from his previous ban, so to lose him now for 5 games, and the circumstances in which we lose him is even more frustrating, because regardless of whether Sads is slightly in the wrong for maybe one of his reactions, the circumstances that led to it was scandalous from my opinion. And I think going back to Rush's red card for pushing someone in the sort of top of the chest, neck area, actually happens to Sads. He then gets almost an open-handed strike to his chest seconds later, then gets violently stamped on. And then even when he gets pulled towards him and there's a bit of a coming together, yes, that is his hand touched the side of Lund's head. Yeah, it does. It wasn't like a punch or a hit or anything for me. It was just clearly to get him off and out from underneath his studs. And as much as we're disappointed in Sads' reaction, and obviously we'll deal with that internally, I would like to say that he hasn't had any protection from refs since I've walked through the door. Even the first game against Gillingham is an understatement for me. I think we need a little bit of help from the the officials there. And
To try and spin that on its head slightly, does this give other players the opportunity to come in and potentially stake a claim?
yeah, I mean, that's always the way in football, Dave. We all know that. It's some people's misfortune is obviously opportunities for others, and that's how you'd like the case to be. Ideally, you'd like the option to have a fully fit squad and everyone to choose from, and then it's up to the player to then force their way into the team, or for me to choose a team that I believe is the best to winning games. But yeah, if you're talking about the pivotal players that you can lose in this group, those two certainly come under that category. But like you said, it's an opportunity for others to maybe step up to the plate, and because there's obviously huge room for improvement in our games at the moment, and hopefully it will start Saturday.
And just finally, a victory could take us back up into the top 10. The playoff picture's starting to take shape a little bit now in the division. How important is it? We obviously know it's important to keep that winning streak going, but at this stage of the season, 3 points at the moment, or any point, just makes such a huge difference in getting us back up towards those playoff places, doesn't it?
Yeah, you never like we've obviously lost ground in the first 3 games, and you never like to be losing ground at any stage of the season. But it's natural, and only natural, that people start looking at the kind of final standings when you get closer to the end of the season. So, listen, for me personally, I'd like to see the performance levels raise higher to the levels that I think would be needed to get those results. If we get those and the levels are kind of risen to where I think we should be, then I actually think the results will take care of itself. And we've had some minor progress, I believe, as far as on the pitch stuff, but we've still got some way to go for us to be anywhere near where we want to be. And like I said, it's a great opportunity Saturday to maybe make strides towards getting to where we should be.